Dr. Scott Gamm here. Right now we're going to be talking about something that to most people is one of the most challenging exercises they ever try to do, and that is access their core. Now, out in the marketplace today, there's tremendous amount of information about what's called your core, whether it's Pilates or whether it's yoga, and there's so much information out there. And yet what we've found is there's one very simple exercise that you can do that helps it dramatically improve the function of your core. Now, the way we do it though, it's the Vitalism code way, and what that means is this. What we're trying to do is get our brains to communicate down through our brainstem and down into our core in a much more active, facilitated way. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using what's called your dantian. Your dantian is a martial arts word, essentially. It's been used in Asian cultures for an extremely long time. And the Asian cultures have a very, very, very small percentage of Alzheimer's or dementia or even like accidents due to physical disability due to the fact that they use lots of core balancing exercises as they go through their lives. So what we're going to be doing is stealing the best of the best for you. This is all about using the 80-20 rule. So what is the 20% of the effort that we can use to get 80% of the results? And fortunately, what we're going to teach you is not to lay around and do ab ripper X or go to a Pilates class, although those things are great. What we're going to do is teach you how to access your core. So the way we do that is this. If you were to measure about 1.5 inches down from your belly button and 1.5 inches in, that's the dead center of your body from left to right and top to bottom. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take our belly button and we're going to essentially move it around in a circle about 1.5 inches around. And so it would look like this. Now I'm kind of using my hands on my belly button. Now if you've ever seen somebody do a hula hoop really, really well, you'll notice the faster they get the hula hoop going, the less they move. And so that's what ultimately the goal is of this exercise, is to move very, very little and to get more control over that core area. So what we're going to be doing is imagine that you have a pole running from the top to the bottom of your body in the absolute dead center. So this is coming through the center of my skull and coming out my tailbone about 1.5 inch pole. And so what you're going to want to do is take and imagine that your core, all right, that dead center is moving around this pole. So once again, if you're going to do it, it's going to look like this. You're going to be moving it clockwise around, and you want to start out with 5 repetitions one way, and then you're going to go 5 repetitions the other way. Now, for some people, even finding that core can be really challenging. And that may be to weight, that may be to a brain issue, it can be due to a lot of different reasons. So ultimately, this just takes practice. And so what you want to be doing is when you first get on, and it really helps to be on these balance discs also. The reason being because it allows you to be very stable, and anytime you're on the balance disc, you're more actively activating your cerebellum, which is your coordination part of your brain. So by sitting on the balance disc, you're going to sit up nice and tall, you're going to take and you're going to go about 5 repetitions one way and then 5 repetitions the other way when you first start doing this. Now, you want to start increasing about 5 per week. And as you continue doing this over and over, you can get up to 50 to 60 repetitions, but that will only take about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes each direction. Now, some of our clients over the past year have told us that if they start out by going more counterclockwise before they go clockwise, it has tremendously even helped their digestion, possibly due to helping the colon move through this. So this is really, really good for the coordination systems. It's also good for the energy levels in your digestion system, even your sexual function, because you're getting coordination into those areas. So highly recommend doing it. Start off, and once again, there's no perfect way of doing this. Do it to the best of your ability. Don't be too hard on yourself. And it may take you a few times before you even hardly feel this area even start to move. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Just actively keep working on it, and you'll get better and better with it over time. So enjoy this process. It can pay dividends to your coordination, function, energy levels, digestion. All those things are integrated in this lower energy centers as you work on this area. So practice, have fun with it, and we'll see you on the next video.